Brianne Showman with Get Your Fix Physical Therapy and Performance. Sometimes those back muscles can get tight. Even with lifting properly, every once in a while those back muscles tend to flare up. And there's specific areas and groups of muscles that tend to do it. Most often in that low back. When you get that tightness, you get it between the bottom of like where that pelvis starts and the ribs. Like along that stretch is where most people get tight with in that low back area when lifting. So this is going to be something that you can try to help calm some of that down. All you need is a lacrosse ball. And you're basically going to be lying on it with it in that area. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna place it in your low back and then kind of roll until you get to a spot that it's more tender than the rest. From there, just laying on there and letting this arch isn't gonna do any good. You need to keep that butt off the ground. And at times, what can help, depending on your anatomy, is bringing that leg in. So just using your hands to comfortably hold that leg in so it helps to flex that low back, putting more pressure there. So you can do that, or you can keep your leg down. Whichever you feel more pressure with, that's where you want it. So you may feel it more intense this way, you may feel it more intense this way. You want to go either way. Now what you'll do, hang out there for about 5 minutes or so. You can also kind of rock side to side over it. Kind of give it a massage as well. After about 5 minutes, it should start to calm down. From there, you can kind of shift. So roll a little bit, see if you can find another area that's pretty tight. And then you can do that same thing. Just add a little bit of flexion to that area. And staying on that area then for about another 5 minutes or until it calms down. And you can use that anywhere between the pelvis, where that bone is, all the way up to kind of that rib area. Usually those areas are where they are the tightest. A lot of times you'll find that areas you didn't even realize were tender are. I know for myself, it's typically closer to the ribs, and that's totally fine. Wherever it's most tight, most tender, that's where you're going to use this at.